Trail talk time. Out on another beauty of a trail. Just breathing in that fresh chi. I want to send everyone limitless love. And today I wanted to speak about a lesson that we got. We just came back, my wife and myself and her friend. We went on a little vacation, and there was an interesting lesson because there was a road that, from the looks of it, it looked brand new. It looked like it was freshly paved, fresh paint on it. And we would assume that it would be a smooth ride, but it was actually a lot bumpier than the road we just came off of, which looked a lot older and more, run down. And we were just discussing it, and then the lesson came, right? Like, all that glitters isn't gold. And it's such a deep, profound lesson, right? Because sometimes, we can stay on the surface of life and care more or pay more attention to, appearances than what's really going on below the depth, at the heart of the matter, at the essence. Because, there's so much going on beyond appearances, and we could discuss it on so many levels. And it was such a profound lesson, even looking at just people and the way that we look, and sometimes we judge ourselves or others simply based on appearance, right? And we don't give people a chance, to discover what's really going on beneath their appearances and get to know them. And, I think that's so important, instead of starting off at a place of judgment, especially just from the external. We need to be open to discover and explore what's deeper beyond the surface of things in life. Because it's like, judging a book by its cover, right? You can learn a tiny bit by reading the cover, but you don't really know the story, right? You don't know the whole story until you actually go beyond that cover and actually find out what's going on within. And this is for everything in life, right? Beyond just the physical appearance of things in life, we realize that reality has so much depth, so many layers and dimensions to it. But if we're, simply stuck at the first layer of appearances, then we're not giving ourselves a chance to delve deeper into the complexity of life, the dynamic nature of life. And, we're sort of shorting ourselves from learning. There's so much to learn if we can be open to learning, open to exploring more. And to be open like that, we can't start with a judgment, because that puts, whatever it is into a box, right? And it conceals everything that it is from us. But if we can, come from this openness just to simply be, then we're allowing ourselves to experience life fully, to be one with life, right? And that's when the true magic, reveals itself to us beyond the appearances of life. And we start to be able to feel into things a little more, and that really gives us that inner standing, right? That feeling of connection, of oneness with all. And it's such a beautiful experience, right? Instead of, just simply skimming the top of the water, we realize that the treasure chest lies beneath, at the deepest part of the ocean, the deepest part of the water. There may be a lot of darkness which can scare people away, right? The unknown can be very scary, no matter what layer we're talking about in life. And that's a general fear that people tend to have, right? just the fear of the unknown. And so it's easier just to go with whatever you already know, whatever's comfortable that you've picked up from the past, right? But if we think about that, picking up all these things, that can kind of weigh us down, right? That can stop us from exploring the lighter realms when we're just carrying around all these things that we've picked up. So sometimes the true learning comes from unlearning. Being courageous enough to release all that you think you know, release all of these judgments that we have about life, thinking we know this is exactly the way it is, and just completely, being open and surrendering to life, surrender to the moment. And then we truly discover, all the truth, and we experience life for what it is, and all of its truth and all of its glory. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But that's what makes life so beautiful, right? Is the unknown. The unknown is what keeps life exciting and what keeps us evolving and growing and learning. And there's always more to explore and learn. But if we think that we know it all, and we're always coming with preconceived notions, then we're blocking ourselves off from learning more, right? It's like I can walk this same trail every single day, but I can have a brand new, fresh experience every single time I walk the trail, and it's not like the trail's changing too much, right? There's some small changes going on in the weather and this and that, but it's about being open to the flow of life. And then each moment, this one grand moment, it's all just a delightful experience for us to say, wow, it's always so fresh and new. There's always more to discover and experience, and that's when we truly feel alive. Like there's always something new to live for. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share for today. I hope everyone has an amazing day. And remember to stay open, stay open to the magic of life. Don't think that you've seen it all, right? Because, all it is simply a change of perspective that we need sometimes to change everything. And to realize, there's always more to learn so that we can continue to grow. And that's what I feel like we really are craving here in life, just that growth. We always want to continue to progress, and that's what keeps us feeling like, okay, I'm moving in a good direction in life. I'm moving forward, right? So don't become stuck in your comfort zone, whether it be physically or, mentally, right? That mental comfort zone that you have this certain paradigm that you live by, and it can be, constricting you in a lot of ways. So yeah, that's it for today. Have an amazing day. Peace and limitless love.